It's Wednesday, September the 18th, and you're tuned in to the TNIAB podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show where we talk about all the cool things in the whole wide world.
All of them?
All of them. Only all of them.
Even that one?
Even that one, because all is inclusive. Well, hold on, except that one.
Okay, yeah, that one's a little... I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we got
in
that
2020, I don't know if we can get away with that anymore.
We can't get away with a lot of things we used to say on this podcast.
We still say them. What the fuck are we talking about? Dude, we just had a whole 2-hour segment where we objectified cartoon women.
Yeah, but they're cartoon women, so they're not really women.
Yeah, but that means, obviously, because if we're willing to do that to fake women...
Are we?
We're going to do it to real women.
Are we?
Obviously.
Until we've done it, we can't be proven guilty.
True facts, dog.
Okay? Until we've done it, okay?
When the microphones are off, baby.
Listen, couple things. We got a lot of stuff to go through this week.
Yes.
We got a lot of stuff to go through. But first off, last week we did put out, like Anthony mentioned, the Waifu Awards.
Yeah, we put out our TNIAB Waifu Award list.
So make sure you check it out. It's a pretty conversation. It's probably one of the longer podcasts we've done in a long time.
It's almost 2 hours of us just being drunk and objectifying 2D boobs.
It's great.
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Listen, 2D boobs, hell yeah.
If you're in Canada, you know Thanksgiving's coming up. So if you need some background music.
Is it really?
It's the second week of October.
Oh shit!
Right, October 10th.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Damn,
that's pretty
reading
soon.
week is in October.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Less than a month away. So yeah, enjoy that. Have a listen and tell us about what you guys think. If
you think we're wrong, it sucks, dude. Get your own podcast.
I mean, if you filled out the bracket, who would have made it to the top?
Yeah,
I mean, it wouldn't have been our winner.
Yeah,
right?
our Facebook page has a link to the challenge bracket.
Yeah.
I'll probably update I'll just update the fucking Twitter account now.
Yeah.
And then it'll have the full bracket so you can see who lost where, who got seated with who.
Yeah, for sure.
All that goodness.
It's pretty entertaining. Check it out. Otherwise, let's get on with the show, and we're gonna open things up with a question. Maybe. Hold on. I think there's something else we gotta talk about. And obviously, by the title of this episode, yes, we'll be talking about the PlayStation 5. Hold your horses. We'll get there.
What are we talking about first? I don't know what else is there to do.
Peter wrote in.
Oh shit!
Just heard episode 495 about Paul Chu's question. Don't we want everything wireless and fast these days?
No.
I don't know, man. Sure. Why not?
No, because there's too much interference with your other wireless devices.
Sure. I had always thought about an invention of wireless charging in the past. Why can't we have that today? Then the cell phone charging pad was invented. To me, that's still electrical energy by contact touch of a cell phone station. I'm thinking of energy charging unit from an outlet wall wirelessly to your phone. Also forget about solar power because it's way too slow. I'm talking about using USB 3 and wirelessly charging. I mean, yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, I'd like to wirelessly charge. That said, I wouldn't count solar power out. I think we just don't have the technology to really harness the full power of the sun.
I'm waiting for lunar power.
Wow.
That's when solar power gets so sensitive that I can
charge with the moon?
The full moon's light.
There's only one problem with that.
Tell me.
Phases of the moon.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you going to do when there's no moon?
It's gonna suck. It's not gonna be a good day. Like, I don't know what to say.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that. Okay, all right, sounds good.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Sounds good. Speaking of which, moons and stuff, I read an interesting stat to this year.
What?
So this year, the clocks, if you do the whole DST thing, they went forward on March 13th, Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
This year, they go back on October 31st, Saturday, full moon.
Oh my, spooky!
So that's the Control-Alt-Delete of the world, right? Like the world's gonna go back to normal now?
After that, the sky opens up and the fucking angels appear from the heavens.
Oh, okay. Then like the pandemic is over, it's all done.
Devil Man fights Satan.
Okay, cool. I'm just, just wanted to put that out there. So there we go.
Man, I've been wasting my time going to school. I didn't know the apocalypse was here.
Yeah.
Shit, man. I know it was Ragnarok.
Let's continue with Peter's question. Lastly, I would like a desktop computer that doesn't have any cable connections in the back to HDMI, DV, wireless power cord. We're almost there with wireless router, mouse.
Wireless power. Oh, that sounds dangerous.
The future is upon us. Steal my ideas now because I need it today. Actually, I have seen like you can get wireless links to your display units.
Mm.
But the problem is you have very unquestioned the response time is low. It's not unusable, but if you want to be anything like need it for like say gaming or whatnot, it's still too slow to do.
Listen, as a pro gamer,
Yeah,
I need that 1 millisecond response
you
time.
need less than 1
Yeah,
millisecond.
if I can get fiber HDMI, like if I'm
Yeah.
just like, can I go negative time response time? Like
Yeah.
I see the future
Mm.
through my cable. Like that's what
Yeah.
I need.
Yeah, I think if I had like a house and a family, what I'd want to do is make one room like kind of like a server room
Mhm.
where you just keep all your PCs in there.
That's the millennial dream, isn't it?
Right?
Owning property.
Yeah, but then I just want run like one super long Thunderbolt cable to like my room.
This brings us back to last week's conversation.
Yeah.
Of let's talk about NAS drives. Let's talk about home media servers, dog.
Yes.
And there's imagine having an Ethernet port through your whole house.
I mean, wait, an Ethernet port?
You can do it through Ethernet, you can do it through USB-C, do it through wireless, do it through your
we-
home network.
I mean, wireless that's too powerful.
It's too powerful. That's
Too
too much.
powerful.
It's too much power.
That's too much power. Never play with power. But yeah, no, that'd be cool. Yeah, like, I think wireless definitely there's a convenience to have everything wireless.
I'm honestly like, as the more things get wireless that don't need to be wireless, I feel like I'm kind of against it. Like I'm going into old man technology now.
Wow.
Like I'm at the age where it's just like,
Get out of
yeah,
here.
I like, you know why wires are great? Because it's fucking instant. And you know why wires are great? Because they don't mess up with your other wireless devices in your house. Like even just being in my friend's condo, if we have like people over, that's under the COVID limit. Okay, we're following the law.
Mm-hmm.
Even under 10 people's phones is enough to mess with the Wi-Fi. And it's like, dog, he don't got that 4G or 5G. All right, so
Okay.
I want to keep everything nice and clean. And if you're not a degenerate, you know, cable management's a thing. Just manage your cables. Twist tie that shit.
Nah.
Just don't let it become a rat's nest.
Nah.
Nah, dog.
Nah.
Like if you go to IKEA, they sell those like bendy things that you run cables through.
Nah.
It's like $1.
Nah.
Nah, wireless future.
Yeah.
Give me all the radiation.
Yeah, it's speaking of wireless, like that's gonna be the new thing that ages your car.
Ages your car?
Yeah, like at first I thought it was gonna be like when your car has USB-A. Like, oh, that car's old.
Yo, my car still has aux.
Oh, I know, that's what I'm saying. Your car's ancient. Because all the new cars have USB-C, right?
Mhm.
Like I just bought my car a year ago. It only has USB-A. But I stepped inside my friend's BMW, and he has like, you know how I have to plug in to use CarPlay, Apple CarPlay. You have to plug in to use Android Auto.
Yeah.
He has the wireless charging pad, but he also has wireless Android Auto.
Oh.
So he just steps into his car, and if his phone's in there,
it does it wirelessly?
It goes wirelessly.
Disgusting.
And because he has the charging pad, it just still charges.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
And I'm just like, oh god, my car's so ancient. What is wrong? Like, that's wild.
I don't like it.
I like it.
I don't like
I'm
it.
into it. I like
Does
it.
it have an aux cord though?
No.
Then fucking what a loser. How you gonna pass it? How you gonna pass your homie the aux cord?
Who's using what phone has an aux cord?
Get the USB-C to aux adapter.
Oh my god.
Also, you guys are using phones for music? Come on.
Oh my god.
You know my style.
You know what's great? Like when you have your friends and you're like, you got that track. Yeah, give me your phone. Just plug it in.
Yeah, and I have the adapter in my car. I got the USB-C to aux adapter.
That's disgusting.
In the pocket in the driver's
That's
seat.
disgust.
What are you talking about?
That disgusts
It's
me.
convenience.
That's so disgusting.
convenient.
That is so disgusting.
I don't gotta give them my like Bluetooth password for my phone or whatever.
Oh god, that's so disgusting.
Yeah.
Why are you living this life, man? Why are you doing this to yourself?
I can't afford another car.
That's disgusting.
I have to make it sound cool. I think the battery's going on my iPod Classic, to be honest. I'm sad.
God.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So that's always my nightmare. Like when I had MP3 or like an iPad to my old car.
Yeah.
It's like, what happens when I walk in and I forget to charge the battery?
Yeah, I've been listening to the radio today.
Yeah, like that's what happens.
91.1 Jazz FM, dog.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Local tracks only. Okay, cool. Let's switch gears because Paul has a question to chew on.
All right, go.
He writes, "What anime titles would you suggest if you wanted someone to get a good sense of who you are?"
Boku no Pico.
This question goes around the internet every so often, but I don't think it's been asked on the show. Please also list off some video game titles that do the same.
Mine are all like ridiculous garbage. Like I would recommend probably if I had to pick one, I would recommend Nichijou.
He said some.
But I have to recommend another.
Okay. 3 to describe yourself.
3 anime?
Yeah, to describe yourself.
All right. Nichijou.
Hmm.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo's Bizarre
Adventure.
Okay.
And then the last one? I don't know. I don't know about the last one. Because there's a whole bunch that I really, really like. Maybe Gunbuster. Gunbuster. I want to see robots do push-ups, dog. The third one's kind of a toss-up. Like I'm not too sure on like what else I could show, because like Nichijou and JoJo like cover the spectrum of insanity.
Okay.
That I am usually a fan of. Like the other thing would be like I could go all the way deep into hipster territory, and I could pick what's that fucking Miyazaki movie? The Wind Rises. You know that one?
Okay, yeah.
It's about I think it was like an engineer at Mitsubishi, I think.
Okay.
And he created all the airplanes that were used in like World War II Pearl Harbor attacks.
Okay.
But he wasn't told that his creations were going to be used for war.
Okay.
Right? And then it's like this really like deep, somber story about just like a creator hating his creations, and
wow.
There's like a love story thrown in there. Like it's very hipster. It's very
wow.
It's a deep Ghibli cut,
wow.
but it's probably one of my favorite Ghibli movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just kind of be like, I love mostly the ridiculous shit, and here's like a sprinkle of like things you could tell your friends about.
Yeah. I think if I had to list off 3 to describe myself, one thing I will say is that the 3 I'm going to list off are by no way any of my favorites. Like I really like them, but I wouldn't call them like my favorite anime.
Okay.
Because they just do a better job at describing.
Because you cannot recommend Valkyrie Drive Mermaid to regular people. Like,
can't
I though?
Like what's stopping? Like really, what's stopping?
So that's the ones we got to show your girlfriend Valkyrie Drive Mermaid.
Oh god.
We got to show her Keijo.
Oh.
What's the other one on the list? What's the third one?
Oh. You know the thing is, she'll watch them and be like, "This is anime."
You know, what if she loves them? What if she's like,
no, she'll be like, "Okay, I get it."
Lame.
Like that's her reaction.
Lame.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
Disgusting.
So to describe me and what I like to watch, Kill la Kill.
Isn't that one of your favorites though?
It is, but like if we're talking about what's the top tier, it's the GL. But,
okay, all right.
It's Kill la Kill, it's Gundam Build Fighters, and it's Gekkan Shoujo no Zaki-kun.
That's a good one. I'm surprised you didn't put My Romantic Comedy in there.
That one, like that one I would put in there, but I think the problem with that one is it's so long.
It's not about length. I picked JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, dude. That's like 5 seasons.
I guess so. But I think I do like Gekkan Shoujo.
Gekkan Shoujo is very good.
Yeah. That is Monthly Girls no Zaki-kun. You should check it out. It's cute. It's fun.
It's very good.
Strawberry Girl's awesome. Actually, the prince is awesome.
Oh, the prince is so dope.
Yeah.
Ooh, should I like if I had to change the lunacy ones, like I could put in like Ore Monogatari, like the My Love Story.
Yeah.
The one with the big guy and the cute girl.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's just like sometimes I just want that barf inducing romance. Just like oh, you're so cute. Oh my god. Like that one. Like sometimes I'm into it.
Yeah.
Like once a year. Like I need it. I need the fill. There's a whole.
You're into that trash.
I am.
Got it. Okay, give me 3 games that would describe you.
Ooh, baby.
Come on. Don't think about it. Just say it. Instinctive. Let's go.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Gross.
Devil May Cry 3.
Acceptable.
Asura's Wrath.
Oh, the wild card pick.
Yeah, that one's not really like
I wouldn't call that a video game, but okay, sure.
Was it released on the PlayStation Triple?
I mean, you could say that about all visual novels.
Do you press buttons and then things happen on screen?
It's okay. By that definition, sure. But at the same time, that's also the definition to every interactive children's toy. But okay.
this is the ultimate level of interactive children's toy.
Okay.
Like the thing about Asura's Wrath is that it doesn't only like satisfy my need of just this is fucking dumb. Like this is so ridiculous. Are you telling me that I ran across 5 spaceships and then kicked Space Buddha in the face? Yes, that's what just happened.
Yes.
But also it's like it kind of accentuates the kind of things that I find really amazing certain times in art, or like the small things where like I think that game is one of the only games to ever do QuickTime events correctly.
Fair enough.
Like it is the most creative way to do QuickTime events. And you know what people don't really like? QuickTime events, right? And it's like such a minor thing in video games that almost nobody thinks about. But it's like that kind of stuff that I really like to see perfected, where it's just like, this is that little feature where it takes a piece, like it takes a piece of like media or it takes a medium like kind of to the next level, right? It's like when you see it's like when you go to a museum and you see a nice painting, right? Of like, I don't know, just fucking in watercolor, but then you see it done in like a thick, more textural paint. And you're like, oh, I like this one over the other because of this small detail.
Yeah.
Like, it's that kind of stuff I kind of like to obsess over in certain things.
Okay.
And Metal Gear Solid 2 is just like, here's politics, here's espionage, here's all that wild shit, but cranked to 11. And then Devil May Cry 3 is just, is pure lunacy. It's just, here's the lunacy.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Sounds about right. Yeah. Mine would be pretty simple. Mine would be Mass Effect.
FIFA.
Wow. No.
Madden.
I wish. Yeah, mine is Mass Effect.
Uncharted's got to be in there somewhere.
No.
What?
No, it's like Mass Effect, Persona 3, and Zelda. And I'm just gonna say Zelda.
You gotta pick one.
I gotta pick.
Come on.
Okay, then it's.
I picked Metal Gear Solid 2, not just Metal Gear.
Yeah, that was of your own volition. Like you didn't pick that. You wanted to make it known that that's your favorite.
Oh, that one is the best one. It's true.
It's not.
It is.
Most of
like there's that one fucking one where you like climb up a ladder for 30 minutes.
Oh,
yo, suck my dick with that
free?
shit.
That's the best one.
The one where it's like, yo, I'm gonna face this sniper. Oh wait, I'll just skip the time on the console clock.
Yeah, you thought that was the coolest shit.
I thought that was fucking dope as fuck.
I know you did.
But you know what else was cool?
What?
Like waiting for the sunny day, and then like you look at him like doing photosynthesis, so you're like, oh, he's over there, bitch. Like, or shooting him in the wheelchair. That was even better.
In the cutscene?
And then the wheelchair blows up, and you get hit by the wheel.
Stupid. Oh my god.
Throwing snakes at Ocelot, and he gets poisoned.
Gross.
What a good franchise.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, there we go. So those.
Yeah, Persona 3 that was a good one.
Yeah,
it's pretty edgy.
Is it the
like what is it about?
5 is edgy.
5 is edgy, not as edgy as 3. Just the aesthetics of 3 are edgelord to the max. What are you talking about?
Isn't 5 a little edgy?
Not like in certain aspects, I guess.
Like, isn't the story a bit edgier?
That you're a prisoner?
No, like the confrontations you come across.
I don't know if the overall story
like
is
the
edgier.
Subject matter of those events.
I guess like fucking your teacher's pretty edgy.
Yeah.
Like, but also like, you know what's really edgy? Like accepting your fate and erasing your memory so you can allow the world to end. So you don't have to
not
suffer.
Edgy.
You know what else is really edgy? Shooting yourself in the face.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Doesn't a dog shoot himself in the face somehow?
Yeah, putting the gun in your mouth and hitting the trigger.
Yeah, just bam, Persona, bitch.
Why does she do that?
Why'd she put it in her mouth?
Yeah, she's like, bam.
She got that oral fixation.
Wait, does
dog.
she, or does she put it on her forehead?
Yukari?
Yeah,
I think Yukari does the double hand with the 2 thumbs.
Yeah.
And then just,
she just face. It's just her
full
face.
blast to the forehead.
Okay, got it.
And then your boy is just like to the temple, straight to the dome, dog.
Yeah, and then like
I think who's the one that does it under his chin?
I think that's Akihiko.
Akihiko, yeah, just under the chin. I forget what Junpei does.
Junpei does the same as you, except he's reversed his hands.
Oh, because he does a gangster.
Yeah, because he does. He's like kill shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
As you can tell from our picks,
Yes.
we're old. These are some
Yes.
boomer picks.
Yeah, they are. There you go. Hopefully that got a little bit better of a sense of what we like.
Thanks for writing in,
that
Paul.
you didn't already know of, but
I think it got into like more specifics of like why we like certain things. I'm sure our answers aren't very surprising, but like explaining the reasonings behind it is probably a deeper jump.
I mean, like, I guess if I could pick one anime, I would just say it's Macross.
That's got everything though.
Yeah, that's what, like, if you want to know what I like,
that's got robots. That's got space
Macross.
politics.
I'm not saying like any of the Macrosses are better than the anime I love, but Macross has everything I want.
I would probably pick like if it's like one.
Yeah.
I would go the more normie route and I'd pick Gundam.
Okay.
Like Gundam the Origin.
Okay.
Just like here's space battles, here's fucking politics out the wazoo, here's like just war crimes and political intrigue and stuff like that. But it doesn't like capture everything. Like I don't know if there's one show that really kind of captures everything.
Yeah, like, and they have elements of things, like they have the most elements of the things I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
But are they executed to my maximum enjoyment in those shows? No. That's why you like different things.
What?
Yeah, baby.
That's lame.
Okay. Fine.
Just like the same thing.
Yes. God, never change. Always the same.
You know that's that famous quote: "The man who sees himself at 20 the same way he sees himself at 30 is totally okay."
Wow.
You're on the right track, dog.
Yes. Damn. I feel like I've heard that quote, only it was a little different.
I think it was a little different. I don't know. Who cares?
Let's change gears and move to a quick break. Okay, so big news week this week. Let's start off with a trailer. The Mandalorian Season 2. You didn't watch the first season, did you?
I didn't, no.
That was a great show.
I saw the memes, though.
Oh, you just saw the Baby Yodas.
Yeah, I saw all the Baby Yodas in the bone broth.
What?
Bone soup.
Okay.
The one where he's like, give the baby the bone soup.
Yes.
And then Binging with Babish had the episode where he made bone soup.
Yes, and you obviously saw the This Is the Way.
This Is the Way. I didn't see that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was one of the big things from that.
I know Do You Know the Way?
That's a different one.
Okay.
But that's actually part of the Season 2 trailer. So Mandalorian Season 2. It's coming to Disney Plus October 30th. Looks to pick up directly off where the Mandalorian Season 1.
Do you have to pay extra on top of your Disney Plus to see it?
No, this is just regular.
Okay.
But not that, I don't know. Let's be real. No one's buying Disney Plus.
I know one person with Disney Plus.
Do you really?
Mikey.
Oh, but he buys everything.
He buys everything. He's subscribed to all the subscriptions.
Yeah.
What a chump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just it looks okay.
Uh-oh.
It looks better than the movies.
Huh?
You know the movies that just came out?
Which ones?
Like the new ones?
Okay.
Like it looks better than those.
No.
The Mandalorian is not better than the movies?
I think it's about the same.
Because that last movie was pretty bad.
What's the last movie? The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. The last movie was not good.
I don't think it was not good. It was alright.
No, I remember leaving that theater with you.
Like, I was disappointed. But
we had absolutely nothing positive to say about that movie.
Okay, it wasn't bad. But like I didn't think or it wasn't good, but I didn't think it was like atrocious.
Oh, I thought it was not good.
No.
It was like one step away from bad.
But like I'm saying this because I really liked The Last Jedi, the one that everyone hates. And so I was expecting more of that.
Contrarian.
And then I was like, oh shit, we gone back to regular Star Wars.
Damn.
So with the Goku scene at the end. But like,
Yeah.
that's it. Anyways,
healing powers.
Oh yeah. Was it healing? I mean,
medic.
He gave up his life.
No, but she could like heal people with the Force.
So could and they could do the teleporting stuff?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was like the one where they could mind meld to talk to each other, but then they could like transfer physical objects between their mind meld or some shit.
Yeah.
That was weird.
She gave him the saber.
Yeah.
They're like, damn, homie.
That's some bullshit.
I like it.
How'd they do that?
I know.
Midichlorians.
I'm glad I didn't explain it. Anyways, Mandalorian Season 2 looks good. Baby Yoda's back. Side note, I think that there is.
I think I can.
I think there's a Lego set of that spaceship, and I want to buy it.
When's the last time you bought a Lego set?
A while.
Yeah.
Race car.
Yeah, it was a Formula One set.
No, it was just a regular car. The Rego Caro.
There was a reason you bought it. I can't. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Not important.
Yeah, no, it's not. Anyways, yeah, cool. So look forward to the Mandalorian season 2. Let's move on to the next or the first big press conference of the week.
No, I got small ones.
Oh, you got
the small ones first.
Do you?
Twitch,
Huh?
Is getting a little shady in their advertising scenarios.
How are they getting shady?
They're putting in mid-roll ads, baby.
What's so shady about that?
The creator has zero control over when they come on.
Okay.
So, and this applies to everybody, not just small streamers, but also big streamers. Big streamers have the advantage of the mid-roll ad that is uncontrollable gives them money.
Okay.
But Twitch has now implemented uncontrollable mid-roll ads. Like, if I were a bigger streamer, I could actually like pick like, hey, this is gonna be an ad break because I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right, or whatever. But now what they do is they will just randomly, like the system will be like, you haven't had an ad in a while. We're gonna throw an ad in there.
Yep.
And then we put your stream in the corner, like a picture-in-picture.
Okay.
But your stream gets muted, so it actually interrupts any sort of conversation or community building that you're doing with your community, unbeknownst to the streamer.
The streamer doesn't know there's an ad there?
The streamer doesn't know when these ads are running.
Like they can't see?
Like, unless they're watching their own stream.
They don't get like a ping on their...
From what I've heard, no. They don't get anything. And it's just like, a lot of people are, A, up in arms about like, hey, why are you just fucking rolling these? This is garbage.
Yeah.
And then B, how like only big streamers are going to get benefits from this because smaller streamers who don't earn money off the ads are taking away community building time.
Yeah.
And then bigger streamers, there was one XQC. He was streaming with some people and he was talking about how because of the mid-roll ads, during playing his game, he's like, yeah, I made $11,000 in the past 2 hours.
Okay.
Because of mid-roll ads. So like it's the thing where like it negatively impacts smaller upcoming streamers, but it like incentivizes bigger streamers insane amounts. So it's just a power mismatch, I guess, or a reward mismatch.
Got it.
It's weird. The other one is that Super Mario 3D All-Stars, the stuff we talked about last week, it came out. Did it come out?
Yes.
Is that out? Yeah, so that's out, and then people have data mined it, and they have realized that every single one of those games is running on emulation.
Right.
Except for Galaxy, which is half emulation, half rebuild to work on the Switch processor.
Okay.
But a lot of people are kind of up in arms because like we've reported on this before, Nintendo for years has been against ROMs, has been against emulation, all that stuff, to turn around and then use it in their own like releases.
Have they been against like the idea of emulation or the fact that it's being done not by them?
Anytime they've released like official statements, it's always just been emulation is bad. They've never made any sort of clarification.
Okay.
You can make the assumption like that's our IP, bitch.
Yeah, right? That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed too. But it also I don't know, just it feels kind of shady that you would release, at least to me, like a $60 full price product or $79 here for running on mostly stuff the internet figured out, like that you didn't do, right?
Oh wait, they've taken other people's emulators?
So that's the one I can't figure out,
because I just don't believe
that. There are some reports saying that the code inside their emulator, some of the ideas and like how it's coded has been taken from fan emulators and stuff like that. But I can't find any sort of like confirmation on that. A lot of that is just like coder hearsay and like modder hearsay.
Like that's one of those things where it's like, oh, you've applied, like you've come to the same conclusion because you've had similar theory, but you haven't actually taken anyone's work.
Yeah, but it's like the difference is that you saw the work and then you just kind of were like, but what if I put a comma here and it's mine? like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I get it. Like I get
But
what you're saying, yeah, but like it's weird.
yeah. So I don't know. I'm a little disappointed that these things weren't like kind of remastered in a way that's like optimal for the Switch, and it's just like kind of we put it on and it kind of works. If it breaks, I don't know, fucking deal
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, yeah.
So that kind of sucks, but it's the only way to play those games unless you want to bust out your DS version of Super Mario 64.
Hmm.
Yeah. And this is also coming on the back of what was Medieval. Remember that remake
That PlayStation game?
for PlayStation? They
Shitty PlayStation.
had a patch where they put in the PlayStation 1 version of Medieval
Okay.
so you could play stuff, but there was like a backdoor to the patch,
Mm.
and people found that the developers were just using a PSONE emulator
Oh wow.
that they had made actually, so that one was official. But now modders have their hands on an official emulator, and they're like, we can just do PSONE hardware shit and fully like modify these games and make it useful for other games that will never get re-released and stuff like that. So it's kind of crazy. It's just weird to see certain companies fighting so much against emulation and then like turning around and just using it for themselves because they're like, yeah, this is convenient, this is really useful.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't know. I've never gotten I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I've never thought that emulation was the problem. I always thought it was just like you're putting our shit on stuff it wasn't supposed to be played on,
Mhm.
right? Like I always thought that was the bigger issue.
Yeah, and I
Right?
also think that's the bigger issue.
Yeah.
But there is room for error because like Nintendo doesn't actually, or no company really actually officially has like a stance on that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
because it's such a, it's like it is a gray area,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like a darker gray.
Sure.
It's more towards the black area.
Sure.
So yeah, and those are the smaller ones. Oh, sorry, and remember EA Origin, their whole like Steam competitor?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're done with that.
Oh, it's done.
Origin's gonna die. It's over.
Oh, that's
It's just gonna be called the EA Gaming app, I believe.
okay.
They're just getting rid of the Origin brand.
Oh, but the services are the same?
Yeah, sorry, EA Desktop app, even more lame. So they're just getting rid of the whole like Origin brand altogether, and just
Okay.
trying to bring it under the EA license. And I think that's because what's it called? Recently they've released their whole EA catalog on Steam and other third-party platforms
Okay.
because they just realized that they're not competing in the PC market with that kind of stuff. So
Okay.
what it does now is like if you buy an EA game on Origin,
Yeah.
it does what Ubisoft games do,
Okay.
where it boots up Uplay,
Okay.
and you need some sort of Ubisoft launcher.
Yeah.
In this case, you'll need the EA launcher, but
Okay.
that's one more Steam competitor down the drain.
Yeah.
So it's getting harder and harder to compete in this digital marketplace.
Fair enough. Okay then.
Now we're on to the big stuff.
Yeah. So first, I guess press conference of the week was
Mhm.
the Apple conference.
It was the Apple conference.
Time flies.
When you have an Apple Watch.
No, that was the name of their conference.
okay.
Time flies. And yeah, everyone thought it was the Apple Watch.
Yep.
There's a new Apple Watch.
What?
Series 6.
No way.
How's it different from the 5? It's not.
It can tell your blood oxygen
Blood
level.
oxygen level, baby. Got some new faces, got some new apps.
It's red now.
It finally does sleep tracking. So
Didn't do sleep tracking before.
can you believe that? 6 generations, they've never done sleep tracking yet.
It's been 6 generations of
This is the
watches.
Series 6.
Whoa.
Time flies.
That's crazy.
But that's not the big important Apple Watch. The big important Apple Watch is the Apple Watch SE. They're basically the regular consumer Apple Watch. The
Mhm.
Series 6 is now like their flagship,
Yeah.
but the one that everyone's going to buy is the SE
Okay.
because it's like, I don't know, $300, $279 American. You can equip your kids, you can equip everybody, blah, blah, blah. But the great thing here is the Apple Watch, you've always needed an iPhone
Mm-hmm.
to pair with it.
Yeah.
What they've done with the Series 6 and the SE now is if like you have a family,
Yeah.
you can just pair everything to one phone.
Hmm.
So say you had kids or whatnot,
Yeah.
you can just set it all up on the one phone. And they also announced like their Apple One subscription services where it bundles everything together. Like
Mhm.
you get iCloud, Music, Apple TV, and you can all share it together, blah,
Mhm.
blah, blah. And the way they paint the picture for families is, yeah, okay, sure, I get it. Like it seems pretty decent for if you've fully immersed into
If you're
that.
in the ecosystem,
Yeah, then yeah, cool. It's cool. But it's cool that you can now give a watch to like somebody, like your significant other or your family, and even though they have like on an Android device, they can
Yeah.
still use it without being totally fucked.
And so like it's paired with like say the significant other's iPhone, but you would want your own. Like say I have an Android, right?
Mhm.
I would still want my own information. Like, does it send it to my Android?
Uh
Or if you're using like third party apps that support Apple Watch?
so no, it still goes back to not necessarily like the one you paired. It doesn't. Okay, it's
Because I'm trying to
complicated.
figure out like the use case scenario where like I have an Apple Watch, but I don't own an Apple product.
So here's the thing: you don't get any notifications from your Android device,
Okay.
right? Like it goes to your everything that's to your Apple account. So if you have like iMessage and stuff, you can
Mhm.
still use it.
So if I want my significant other to spy on me,
More or less, yeah. Like you
okay.
can put on parental controls, GPS, whatever. Like you can do the whole thing.
No porn for you.
Yeah, like that's basically what it is. But like if you want to play music on it, like yeah, you have it. But I think most people use it as a fitness tracker anyway. So, and then like if you're a kid, I don't know, who
Yeah.
knows. So that's that. That's the new iPhone. That's great. And then the other thing they announced was the new iPad Air.
Mhm.
So there's 4 iPads. Okay.
Yeah.
There's the iPad,
Mm-hmm.
the iPad Mini,
Okay.
the iPad Air,
All right.
and the iPad Pro.
That's too many iPads.
The Pro is the one they updated earlier this year. It's like over $1,000. It's $1,200 for the big one. Blah blah blah. The iPad, the regular iPad, they updated that. It's an iPad. It's the one you know and love.
Mm-hmm.
iPad Mini is like the regular iPad, but it's
But
smaller.
smaller.
That one they did not change. I have a feeling they're gonna phase that out.
Okay.
But the one we're gonna talk about is the iPad Air. They've changed that to look like the Pro, so it's completely like tiny bezels, no button on the front.
Is it thinner than the Pro?
It's about the same.
Then what's so Air about it?
Like it might be a little bit thinner. It's smaller, first of all.
Okay.
Like the Pro is I think it's like, is it 10 and 12 inches?
Okay.
The Air is 8. It's also not as powerful, but it does mostly the same shit.
Okay.
It's the iPad to get. It's the one if that's the iPad that most people are gonna want to get.
Ooh. So the 11-inch versus 12.9 from the Pro.
There you go.
Okay.
So like, and it comes in all these cool pastel colors. I'm partial to the green one.
It's cheaper and now just as good as the Pro. So why bother paying more? What a byline.
Yeah, which just leads me to believe that next generation Pro they're gonna have to like throw in some extra fun stuff.
Wow.
But
That's crazy. Yeah. Apparently, according to Mark Ass Brownlee, the only advantage to the Pro is 120 hertz.
Oh, the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not even 144. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, and like it's a new iPad. I haven't had a new iPad in years, but I'd totally buy this if I still had a work commute. But I don't. So
Again, you don't need one. We've had this discussion before. You got the laptop.
how am I gonna? No,
You're good.
no,
You're good. Just put it on your lap.
no.
It's a laptop. You put it on top of your lap.
I barely use my laptop,
What if you used it?
but I don't.
But what if you did?
I don't. I don't.
Disappointed.
I use my laptop for work, and that's it.
What if you could be browsing porn on the GO train?
I could do that on the iPad.
True.
I can do that on the iPad.
But why buy another product? Come on.
Really? Why buy another?
Why buy another?
We're about to talk about something in a couple seconds. I'm gonna make you eat those words. You know what? Actually, let's get to it. Why buy another product, Anthony?
You're right.
Why?
Because the Ubisoft conference has told me that I don't really need to buy other products.
Oh, okay.
I just want to do this quickly.
Sure.
Rainbow Six Siege had
Yes.
a trailer. Sam Fisher's fucking busted. He looks awesome.
Yes.
Prince of Persia
Yes.
is getting a remake, like complete redo of the first game on the PS2. They even show the PS2 game in the little like sand time thing,
Yep.
and that game looks old.
Looks gangster.
After that, there's Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
Okay.
Finally, someone has ripped off Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
It took so long. I don't know why it took so long, but it's Greek Breath of the Wild with damage numbers and RPG stuff. I don't know what the fuck. The only two I really care about is one, Riders Republic. This is by the developers who did Steep,
Yeah.
the all-mountain winter extreme sports game. And they were like, hey, dog, what if like we took any sport that goes downhill and we
Yes.
put it into one game? That's this.
Oh.
They have different mountain terrains all over the world, and you can do snowboarding, you can do mountain biking, you can do road cycling, you can do paragliding, you got a fucking jet booster, just fly around places, you can go paragliding. You can do squirrel suits. It's anything that goes fast. You've probably seen in some sort of Red Bull viral video.
Yes.
It's in there because this game is sponsored by Red Bull. And I don't know, it looks pretty cool. I haven't had an extreme sports game in a long time other than the recent Tony Hawk release. And I don't know, it was one of those games that kind of caught me off guard. Like I had no interest in Steep. And this just kind of looks like the right amount of wacky for an extreme sports game.
It does. They show like a one mode where it's like 100 people going down the hill.
Yeah, they're all going down. I can't tell if there's collision or not, or if it's like a Trackmania thing where everyone
I
just
don't know
goes.
if those are all actual players, but like, I want to do that.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it looks like fun.
You can pick between like mountain bikes, enduro bikes, downhill bikes.
Yeah,
like
they
they got
put on
all
some
kinds.
skis.
Yeah, all kinds of customization. They do the SSX 1 foot grab thing for snowboards.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks cool. I thought it looked really cool. And then the big one now is Scott Pilgrim is coming back.
Yeah.
The video game, the mysteriously delisted beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Fan favorite, holiday 2020.
Okay.
That's it. That's the Ubisoft conference. The
Yeah.
biggest thing is Scott Pilgrim. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the creator of Scott Pilgrim came out and said that this is just I think it's none of the original creators who worked on that game are A, working on this, or B, getting anything from this.
Yeah.
So support it if you want, if you care about that stuff. But it's the only way to play Scott Pilgrim unless you bought it already. So
That sucks.
it's a good video game.
I never beat it.
Neither did I. I just played a couple levels at TJ's and I was like, this is a really good video game.
Yeah. Cause I bought it like immediately after buying Castle Crashers.
Mhm.
And then I went through Castle Crashers, and then I played like 2 levels. I'm like, I need to play a different game.
Yeah. And if you like the art in the Scott Pilgrim trailer, definitely the guy who did all the art, his name is Paul Robertson.
Yeah.
He does a lot of fucking weird pixel art stuff. I think recently he did actually an opening for The Simpsons.
Oh.
And he has a lot of like these really like fucking wild short films. I think one is called like Super Babies Caravana Street Fight or something. They're free on YouTube. It's fucking weird.
Super Babies Caravana. Okay.
Oh, I gotta find it. Pirate Babies Caravana Battle Street Fight 2006. And the other one is called Kings of Power 4,000,000,000%.
Wow.
Those ones I believe are free online. And then he did one for Adult Swim in 2015 called Super Dino Boys.
Dino Boys.
Yeah, so check those out because his like imagination is fucking wild. And if you're over the age of 18, maybe check out his website. He does some, let's say, some not safe for work stuff. That's just wild and either gory or sexy. Either way, depends on what you're into.
Gross.
So now we get into it. Now we get into the products.
All right. So guess what? We're talking about the PlayStation 5. Last week, we talked about the Xbox. Just to recap, there's 2 Xboxes.
Yeah.
Series X, Series S. One has everything.
The other one
has less.
And it's cheaper.
PlayStation 5 has been announced.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 versions. One
has
everything. The other one has
no Blu-ray drive.
Exactly. That's the difference. So yeah, PlayStation has 2 PlayStation 5s. We know this already.
Mm-hmm.
One is the full-featured one with the disc drive. The other one is the full-featured one with no disc drive.
Oh, is it really fully featured?
According to 2020, yes, it is.
No, I don't think so. No Blu-rays.
Does your car
have Ultra HD?
Listen, how many cars have a disc drive?
My car has a disc drive.
Is your car modern?
It drives. It's got 4 wheels. It's got an engine.
As far as I'm concerned, is like if your car has a CD-ROM player or a DVD player.
My car is a little bit more advanced because I can play MP3 CDs.
If your car is still living that physical media life, it's pretty old. It's pretty old. But yeah, so that's the PlayStation. It is going to be $4.99 American for the disc drive one, and then the digital version is going to be
$5.99. Oh no, sorry. What?
$3.99 American.
This one's just, man, I gotta look at these prices. What the hell?
What? What are you okay?
I'm having a stroke, I think.
What?
I wrote the prices down wrong, and now I'm just like double checking stuff.
Yeah, the digital edition is $3.99, and the disc edition is $4.99, both American.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. And that's really all we need to know about the consoles.
$750 Australian dollars.
Sucks to be Aussie. Sucks to be Aussie, mate. But yeah, that's really that's the only information they ever actually gave us about the console. I think there's like
Well, they gave us all the information about the console
Yeah,
already. Mark Cerny had that fucking dry ass technical demo.
yeah,
and
like
then-
I think there's a press release that has all the the specifications, but who really cares? All you really want to know is the price, and you want to know which one you were gonna buy. Actually, that's a lie. You knew which one you were all gonna buy.
you just want to know the price.
Yeah, you just want to know the price.
And like Sony was, I think this was like Xbox shot first, and then Sony was like, oh, thank fucking God. Like,
But it's always been like that. Microsoft always goes first.
true.
Like they always go first, and they always. I think the price thing is like was set in stone, but the PlayStation Plus collection that had to be some sort of reaction to Game
Like
Pass.
add on, yeah, it could
Yeah.
be, it could be.
Because like the way like they announced what the PlayStation Plus collection, and it is a bunch of PS4 games you could put on your PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
That totally just seems like a we need some sort of
yeah,
like
yeah,
instant
yeah,
game
yeah.
collection for this console too.
For people who missed out on the PlayStation 4. And
Yeah,
stuff like that, yeah.
and like I don't think they could commit to like putting PS5 games on there.
I can't believe they
for
put
free.
Second Son in there.
Yeah, so that's why
What the hell?
That's why this one feels like such a like reactionary thing. It's
Mhm.
kind of like,
What are the good games that are really cheap?
yeah, oh, okay, yeah, sure. I don't know if it's as good as the value proposition as Game Pass, only because Game Pass gives you all the hot new games.
Yeah, Game Pass seems kind of nuts.
Yeah,
But also, they don't give me games on discs, so I don't care.
who cares?
I care.
Who cares?
I care.
If you're going to any one of the services, they're gonna be discless.
Yeah, but like I own most of the PlayStation Pass games on disc already.
Yeah, but who cares? Oh yeah, so that's the console prices. I mean, thoughts? Are we like, yeah, that's how much it's gonna cost?
Yeah, if it was any higher, it would have been a PlayStation 3 debacle, but
I thought it was gonna be $50 more.
Mm.
I thought they were like shooting for $5.49.
Well, I think in Canada isn't the disc one about $50 more expensive than the X Series X?
Is it?
Is it?
I think they're the same price.
Is it?
$629? They're the same
Okay.
price.
Never mind then.
Same price.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you care about achievements or trophies?
None.
Oh, none.
None.
Oh, you're living that new life, that new gen life.
I stopped caring since the PS4 came out.
What?
Yeah.
I've recently stopped caring.
Oh, real? Wow, taking you this long.
Yeah.
15 years. Welcome to the
I'm
club.
kind of sad.
Welcome to the club.
The trophies are lazy now. They're not fun.
They've never been fun.
What are we talking about? Dead Rising 2, kill like 60 bajillion zombies in
Nah.
one run.
Okay, yeah, so that's PlayStation. I mean, we're obviously gonna get the disc ones.
Well, yeah, you got anime,
Yeah, I don't got a choice.
and I need physical media.
I just
so-
tried to pre-order; they're all sold out. So
Get wrecked.
So whatever.
Yeah, I'm not buying this on launch, so I'm
Uh,
definitely waiting until there's some sort of like the first like limited color like bundle with the game, like I did with the PS4.
I definitely want one. If I can get one, I'm not gonna try and fight for it.
Just midnight camp that shit, baby.
Nah, it's just gonna be. I want to be able to just walk into a store and be like, "Oh, it's here."
Well, Sony says you're gonna be able to do that, but we'll see because they cranked up their distribution.
My curious is like, you know how everyone like consumers are so price sensitive,
Yes.
and the disparity of that $100 price point, I really want to know how much that's gonna affect sales. Like I do because you can get that essentially the top end gaming system for $399.
Like a PC?
No.
Oh, the S, the
yeah.
Series S. Yeah.
Or no, the digital PlayStation.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Like because the Series S isn't technically not the top end.
Yeah,
gaming,
it's just
right?
1080p.
You mean
Disgust-
1440?
Whatever. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you can get like all the features of the big boy PlayStation for $100 less.
Yeah.
If you forego discs, and I'm curious to see how that will play out. Just because like especially parents and stuff, right? It's like you go into the store, and it's like, oh, you mean I don't have to have all these game boxes cluttered around my living room?
I mean, I'm
Okay.
not stepping on Johnny's discs anymore.
Exactly. I don't buy that GameStop game warranty.
Yeah, but I think that's got to be. This is going to be one of the things where it's like when people buy the product or the people who are selling them the product going to mention certain things. Like, hey, do you have an unlimited data cap on your home internet?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, if you do, yeah, go diskless. If you don't, like, you're going to download 100 gigabyte files and mow through your limits in like a week.
So, like, I understand that argument, but also we live in a society where, like, everything has been so wireless and streaming culture is such a important part that I don't think people are that oblivious to that kind of stuff anymore.
They're not, but it's...
And if you're buying a PlayStation at the beginning of its console life, like, you're somewhat in the know. Like, you know.
Oh, yeah. I think
like,
the people who are there day one,
yeah,
they're either there because they're like,
yeah,
I need that,
yeah,
or they're there because, like, I'm flipping that.
yeah. Like, you got, like, I don't think anybody buying it this year is going to be, like, so oblivious to some of, like, the back end questioning about it, like, or like the requirements you may need. I mean, it's fucking, it's like, it's not chump change, right? It's half a grand for this shit. So like, it's,
you got to be in the know.
And consumers are so smart in terms of like they do a lot of research.
My thing I'm thinking about is purchases beyond launch, maybe holiday, maybe a year from now, where it starts becoming into the more mainstream. Because like, I recently sold one of my PlayStations. Like, I had that white Destiny PS4, the launch version or whatever. And there are people just now who are like, oh, I've been trying to buy a PS4, but they're sold out everywhere. And it's like, okay, like, who the fuck are buying these still?
Yeah.
Right? And it's that consumer where... It's like the thing where I think of middle America and I think of like middle Canada, where it's like, yeah, you have internet. It's not always the best.
Yeah.
You're gonna have data caps. Like, I think my one friend out like up north of Toronto, she just got like a decent internet plan.
Yeah.
Right? And like down here near the water,
yeah,
we've been chilling on like fiber and high speed for a long time.
Yeah.
So like that development hasn't really happened for a lot of the people who are buying that stuff now.
Do you think people who live out there though are like buying video games and stuff? Because, like, to be honest, if I lived out there, I probably wouldn't.
What else are you gonna do? Meth? Like,
I'd probably be outside more. Like, I think I think that's one of the things like about living in like the suburbs or like in the city. It's
in the
like,
burbs.
Like, you're so accustomed to just like digital entertainment. But that's a bigger question beyond this podcast, anyway.
Yeah, that's a. We need to do research for that.
Anyways, yeah, I'm just curious if it'll push the direction of like how this this video game console generation is gonna go with, especially with that Xbox being so cheap.
Yeah,
like that's an easy Christmas gift.
I also think that like Sony is probably like doing that to push it. Like they're doing, like, I know a Blu-ray drive right now, especially if you're Sony, because you're buying en masse, you're buying in bulk, so you're getting discounts on that shit.
Yeah,
there's no way that's a $100 Blu-ray drive.
No, it's not.
Right? If I get a $100 Blu-ray drive for my computer, I'm getting all the fixings, like max speed, burn right, like it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
but it's totally excess. Like, I don't need any of that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, maybe I should just get the digital one and get a separate Blu-ray player.
Just leave your PS4 hooked up.
Maybe.
You can play that 4K. Oh, you got a Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you could, but you are definitely the man of no clutter. So you're living that minimalist lifestyle.
We'll see what happens. Anyways, that's the PlayStation. I look forward.
That's the system.
That's the system. Let's talk about some of the games. Arguably, they've got a pretty strong launch lineup.
It looks pretty nice. Final Fantasy 16.
Oh baby!
I don't believe it's launch.
No, it's not.
But when I first saw this trailer,
yes,
I was like, "Dog, Dragon's Dogma 2. Fuck yeah!" And then it wasn't.
This game looks sick.
It looks very good. I didn't realize it the first time I watched it, but then when you mentioned it, the whole like the crystals,
yes,
man, fuck those guys. They're bitches.
Yeah, man. Like Final Fantasy 1 to Forever has always been about like
Forever was a really good one.
Yes, was all about like the crystals, like you follow the crystals, or like it's with the restoration of the crystals, and like crystals.
You
like,
become a crystal.
yeah, like crystals have been like a huge thematic thing in all of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
One of the games is called Crystal Chronicles, where you lifted a crystal.
Final Fantasy Nova Crystallis.
Yes, and this is the game where they're like, they actually say like, why did we follow the crystals?
Yeah.
Like, forget the crystals.
The crystals are garbage.
Yeah, and they're like, fuck it.
And they just show like summons straight up murdering fools, like
Yeah.
Ifrit just tearing people apart. Like, what was the one part in the trailer where like that kid, someone gets beheaded in front of him and he gets like his blood.
Oh, you mean
spilt on
the
his
prince
face?
watches his king,
Yeah.
the dad, his
Get
dad?
beheaded.
Yeah, what?
Like this is a complete 180
Yeah.
from Bro Trip.
This is definitely like the Final Fantasy team was like, ah, yes, fantasy. Oh, the world likes Game of Thrones.
Ah, a little late on this one. But
Yeah, we're only 6 years too late, but here we go.
it's Japan. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
This is one of my things where like I remember older Final Fantasies. Like I
Yeah.
remember 4 and I remember 6, and they were not afraid to do like just savagely dark shit.
Yeah,
Like what did fucking Kefka do to what's his face? Was it Toto? I forget his name. The samurai character in 6. He poisons the water supply of his kingdom and kills everyone. It's like, yo, that's some dark shit. Like
when you're the bad guy, that's what you gotta do.
that's what you gotta do. And then like ever since like 10, it's kind of been just like, let's just like try and unite the world, bro. Like let's just be friends, dog, and like
Yeah.
stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I kind of got tired of it.
Mm.
Like the closest thing there, I think the reason I like 12 so much is like the story is just like, we're not friends. We are a party of convenience.
Mm.
And we are here for a political goal,
Yeah.
right? And other than 12, like everything's just been kind of been like peace, harmony, love with the crystals.
Yeah.
But this one just like seems pure chaos. Like I'm waiting for twins to get turned into stone, like that kind of level of savagery.
Yeah.
So let's I'm down.
I'm
I'm up for it. But this gameplay though,
Yeah.
this looks like Devil May Cry. This looks like character action, not that Final Fantasy Noctis bullshit where it's hold a button then hold another button.
You really gotta play 7.
Do I?
Yeah.
I heard there's one character in 7 that does some wild shit. And
Yeah,
it's Tifa.
and what if I told you that like in 16 maybe it's just the main character who does this wild shit?
Main character is just Tifa?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to finish the original first.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks cool. This looks awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
This is a fresh way for Final Fantasy to come into a new generation.
Yeah. I thought it was a little lame at the end of the like console exclusive.
Yeah, so it's not gonna come. It's gonna come to PC, but it's not gonna come to Xbox.
Yeah, like I'm like I get like what they're saying, but like
Did it say
that's-
did it say console exclusive or did it say console launch exclusive?
console exclusive.
Okay, like console like actual exclusives are very rare in today's day and age.
Yeah.
So
It's just one of those things where it's like, oh man, you gotta be that petty to put that shit in, but I guess it's video
dude,
games.
that's been since the dawn of time.
I just thought we were past that shit.
Pong Atari exclusive.
I just thought like we were like, done with that.
No, you know who's done with that? Xbox. You know why? Because they're on the back foot.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
That's the thing about this thing nobody ever realizes is like whenever I go on Reddit and I see like the whole console board shit, they're like, yo, Xbox is such a better company. Like they got all this backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
They're like letting all their games be cross platform or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, they're only doing that because they're losing.
Mm.
Like if they were the top dog like they were at the 360, they'd be like, fuck everybody. Be throwing middle fingers in the air to every single person.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'd be like, buy my Xbox, bitch. Fuck Windows.
Yeah.
But they're not, right? They're in a rough spot. They're in a different spot.
Mm-hmm.
And like Nintendo solidified the portable game. Sony seems to be the home console, at least for now.
Yeah.
And Xbox is in this weird middle ground where they're just like, are we PC? Are we home console? Do we make this? Heck, when the Xbox One launched, it was had TV pass through.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah,
they're
that's
they're
true.
experimenting with all kinds of stuff.
That's true. That is true. That is true. What's after Final Fantasy?
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
So this looks like a Spider-Man game.
It is. Remember the Spider-Man game on the PS4?
It was a good game.
They're doing that
Mm.
because it has the same L and R prompts.
It does. When this game came up, I'm like, whoa, the QuickTime events are real.
And it looks nice.
Yeah.
But this definitely looks like we made this engine. We are going to use it again and again and again. The other thing about this one is it's too big to be console exclusive because it's also coming out on PS4. So it's going to be that whole. Do you want the PS2 version or you want the Xbox 360 version?
I want the better one.
Because you're going to have to buy a PS5, my dude.
Well, yes. We discussed
this, that I will do this, yes.
Yes.
And that looks like Spider-Man, man. He goes invisible. He's got electric powers. The bad guys defeated Elatrion, and they got the Elatrion armor. I don't know what more to say about that.
I mean, it's Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man.
It's cool.
He looks cool.
First game was a hit. I'm sure this one will be just as good.
After that, we have Harry Potter.
So I'm hyped for this game.
Open world Harry Potter.
Open world Hogwarts? Come on. This looks awesome.
And I was telling you guys, man, this game looks hot. It's got high fantasy. It's got wizardry. It's got magic. But that fucking wand makes you look like such a bitch.
But that's Harry Potter.
Yeah, I know. But like aesthetically, I see all this.
Like, how are you gonna come into this and shit on the wand?
I see
all this Harry Potter on the cover.
All this amazing grand fantasy.
You're acting like this ain't Harry Potter.
No, but it is Harry Potter, and maybe
you've seen the movies.
Maybe I've seen the movie.
Okay,
and
you saw they fought the wand.
And I'm thinking
they did the Goku Vegeta Kamehameha with the wands.
You know what? Maybe wands are lame.
Oh,
maybe wands are lame.
How you? No wonder you're a muggle.
Yeah, you know what? If I had the choice between magic
and being a muggle,
if I had to use a wand, I'd use the wand.
Yeah, but, that's what I thought.
But I wouldn't be happy about it.
Wow.
I'd be like, fuck, man. Just give me a staff.
Dude, at least you'd be riding that broom.
That's pretty cool. Can I like skateboard it? Like, can I stand on it? Or do I have to like straddle it?
Who knows?
Can I like just like hang off it?
Maybe. Could do some Quidditch shit.
Alright, okay.
I think the game looks cool.
I think the game does look cool. I just think wands look stupid.
My problem is it's licensed, and we all know licensed games have like a very, very low success rate.
Licensed games are always amazing.
Oh god,
so good, so creative.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
Oh.
Name me one bad licensed game.
Oh. I
got too many.
No.
All of them. They're all bad. Well, I don't know. Spider-Man did it, but
yeah, but Spider-Man is okay. Spider-Man. First of all, let's be real. Spider-Man is not a wholly original game. They looked at the Batman games and they're like, "Yo, that's a sick game."
And they hired the guy who made Spider-Man 2 swinging mechanics, and they're like, "Yo, dog, that was sick. Can you do that again?"
A plus B. Let's put it again. Yeah. So we'll see.
Well, yeah.
Like if this turns out just to be The Witcher, but Harry Potter, I'm set.
Yo, am I collecting sex cards?
Could be.
Hell yeah.
Could be.
Because this also takes place before book story, right? This isn't Harry Potter proper.
No.
It looks like you're creating your own wizard and doing stuff.
Yeah, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like if it's not tied to any canonical events, great. Even better. We can do what I want. Maybe Tom Riddle will show up.
Ooh. After that, we got Blops, baby. God, bro.
Gross.
Cold War.
Oh. So hot.
Red dot sights.
Oh no.
They put the little sound that they got in single player with the little X.
Yes.
This is COD, bro. This is for all the dude bros at the gym. Like, you know what they're gonna do tomorrow? They're gonna go meet their boys at the bench press and be like, "Yo, bro, did you see the new COD trailer?
I know.
Yeah, bro, it looks so sick, bro." Like, that's exactly what's gonna happen. LA Fitness is across America.
Yes. I don't know.
I should play those Black Ops games.
You should.
I should. I played the first one. It was good, but I didn't finish any of the other ones because I was a Modern Warfare man.
Yeah, same. I don't like. It doesn't matter how many like console generations you go through. These games do not look better to me. They just look like
it's racing games. When I see a Call of Duty, I'm like, that's an Army bro.
Okay.
Right? And I know technically the Army bro of today looks better than the Army bro of yesteryear.
Yeah.
The same way I know this McLaren now looks better than the McLaren last year.
Yes.
But also, like, who cares? The red barrels are still blowing up.
Yes.
Listen, if anything, I gotta say, first-person shooters peaked at black.
No.
It had the most red barrels,
No.
and it had the most explosions.
No. 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 Yeah, no, Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty.
This looks like this is press F to pay respects.
God.
We
At my funeral, I want that.
press F. Everyone's got to press the keyboard.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
when
that
you
sounds
enter,
pretty good.
I want that to say press F to pay respects.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
After that, we got more information on Resident Evil 8.
Village.
We got new look at enemies,
Mm.
closer look at the village.
Mm.
Chris is mad, and there's a shopkeep at the end.
Yeah.
This is looking very Resident Evil 4.
Yes.
At no point did I hear anybody go, "What are you buying?" So I'm a little disappointed.
I was gonna say, at no point did I hear someone rev a chainsaw.
But there was that giant guy with the axe.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
That's true.
But there's not much more to say about that.
Okay.
Next up, we have Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition.
What's so special?
You can play as Virgil, dog.
Yeah.
Now there's 4 playable characters. And let me tell you,
Virgil looks nuts.
Virgil is always nuts. If you haven't played Devil May Cry,
Yes.
Devil May Cry 5 yet, I just wait for that special edition.
I'm a little sad it's just not called Virgil Edition.
Virgil edition.
Yeah, like that would just match the ego of that
I was
character.
surprised that it wasn't called special edition because I looked at it. I was like, oh, it's called deluxe edition, the version I got.
Yeah.
With like the cutscenes and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's deluxe. But that's a very good video game.
Okay.
Highly recommended.
Okay.
And Virgil is always cool. The crazy thing here is that digital only.
Hell yeah, baby.
Console launch.
So that's what I'm saying. Should I just get the digital edition?
So they're not saying that like a physical copy will never happen.
But they're saying day one launch.
Day one launch, digital only.
Yeah, baby.
So
that's the one.
we'll see how that goes.
That's the one to get.
We'll see how that goes. Five Nights at Freddy's is still a thing.
Hey, that's popular with all the Zoomers.
I guess.
And they're the ones with the money buying these consoles.
These Gen Zs.
Yes.
How dare they?
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. They're in a casino.
Okay.
Demon's Souls remake.
Yeah, baby. This game looks hot.
The guy who's doing the gameplay, hacking, straight up hacker.
You think so?
Like just no damage, one hit kills. He was crushing. He got smoked by that asylum demon so many times, and like before he died, they gotta fix that die font because it's bad.
Saying this man had a tool assisted run.
I think he had a tool assisted run.
Okay.
I think he's using New Game Plus items.
You heard it here first.
But that game looks hot.
Sure does. The character does look like the lead character from Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, I think that's where Goblin Slayer stole it from.
I just don't remember the Demon Souls main character having that like scarf thing.
Yeah, he had that.
He had that?
Oh, the scarf thing. No, he
Yeah.
didn't. I think that's a new flare. But it was the same style
Yeah,
helmet
yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever. Yeah. But everything looks nice from the new enemies, the new backstab
It
animations.
looks so pretty.
When you kill somebody, the way the souls come out isn't just like a fucking glob.
Yeah.
Like it's not a gold nugget that flies towards you. It's this nice little mist.
It does look like a nice game.
Everything looks
It's
very,
a nice
very
game.
nice. The other thing was you had mentioned that apparently this game has no loading, which is weird because for people who didn't play Demon's Souls, this game was set up like Mega Man, where you had a hub world or a hub menu, kind of, and you would pick worlds from stone tablets in the hub, and you have to load into an instance.
Yeah.
So, like, is it just that from instance to there is just instant?
Yep.
Or is there, like, no loading within the instance?
I can't remember, but I remember in Demon's Souls, like when you're in the level and you go through those like fog.
Yeah,
gateways.
but that's just to section off bosses or like
Yeah,
major events.
But then sometimes I do remember like they were sometimes a little longer than usual.
yeah.
So I'm assuming that just means that's smoother. But yeah, I'm thinking like when you do pick your level, you just in and
It's just
out.
like, bam.
Yeah.
That's a good video game. I really wish people played that one before they played Dark Souls.
I did.
You beat it?
Nope.
Oh, it's so
I let the dragon.
good. You know who
kill
the
me.
easiest game or the easiest enemy in the game is?
No.
You can get there.
Merchant.
You'll see.
Okay.
You'll get there. But it's good. Highly recommended. It had really unique mechanics where like people on your server, the way they acted towards certain NPCs and quests they finished in certain ways,
Mm-hmm.
it would add to your server's like light level. So if your whole server was super light, you could have access to different drops. If your server was super dark, the game would be even harder.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a balancing act. It was really cool. And they would have like little events where it's just like your server's automatically the best or light. You're automatically super dark. So get those drops while you can and stuff like that. So it was fun. It started off a whole genre of games, really.
Yeah.
It's kind of nuts.
Cool.
Then I think the last one I really gave a shit about was the teaser trailer for Boy 2. Boy. It's God of War, baby. They show the Omega symbol. You have the Nordic writing in it. It's got God of War Ragnarok.
Yes.
Did you beat God of War?
Did.
There's a lot of stuff that they hint at for Ragnarok that I'm like, I want to do that. I want to do those things.
Yeah, no, God of War is a good game.
It's a very good game.
It's a good game.
And it's surprisingly like lore heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like the way they have what's his face, your little head that you have.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, how he explains like stories of the different gods, and when you find the little like tablets and stuff. There was that one story where he was like, was it like the snake is his own dad or something, because him and Thor got into a fight and then they clashed so hard they went back in time.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It was wild.
It was a good game.
It was wild. That's a good ass video game. Highly recommended. And God of War 2, I hope it's also good.
Me too.
It'll probably be good. It's gotta be good, right?
I hope so.
Yeah. I'm saying 2022 for that shit.
Saying 2021.
And
Q1. It's got to be holiday.
Yeah.
It's got to be holiday.
That's fair. And that's really
was that all the games?
That was all the games. That wasn't all the games, but it was all the games I really kind of gave a shit about.
Okay.
I'm
so surprised there was no like Gran Turismo.
Yeah, no cars. I think they already announced that though, didn't they?
They did, but like they didn't
just to even showcase it.
Well, like, yeah, I guess so.
Show the license test at least.
Yeah, like I'm assuming that's not a launch game then.
Might not be. They gotta film all those exhaust pipes.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
And then at the end they had that whole little mid-roll. We mentioned it already for the Instant Collection PlayStation Plus.
Yep.
If you have PlayStation Plus and you buy a PS5,
yep,
you'll get instant access to a buttload of PS4 games.
Sure.
So you can do that, I guess.
Mm.
But this looked hot.
Nice.
This looks sexy.
Mm.
Like other than Halo at that Xbox event, I was kind of like, bro, whatever.
Okay.
But this one, I'm like, Final Fantasy 16, Spider-Man. I know Blops is multi-platform, but I didn't see it before. Devil May Cry, Demon Souls, all this shit looks rad.
Mm.
I'm super hyped. New consoles, baby. It's exciting. What a time to be alive. What a time to be.
Just gotta make the right choice.
To buy both.
I don't know.
Don't you want to buy? You gotta be that master race.
I'm thinking I have to be more responsible.
For what?
I want another car.
Another car? You want 2 cars?
Yeah.
You should pay off. You know what's really responsible? Paying off your first car.
But I'm almost there. That's what I'm saying. What if I just like...
I like how you're like, I gotta be responsible so I can make this very irresponsible purchase.
That's what I'm saying. Do I need all the video games? Or do I need a second car?
You can only drive...
How about a motorcycle?
You can only drive one. That's a cheaper one. Like, you can get a decent motorcycle, but... Another car. Like, what are you gonna get, a beater?
A project
like a
car.
winter? Oh, a project car. Like, you're gonna go down and get an 88.6 and like hope for the best?
We'll see what happens.
All right. Don't get it too modern. That shit's impossible to work on.
Something from the 90s.
Ooh, you're gonna run to the 90s.
Mmm.
Swear to God, if you don't get an S2000, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
We'll see.
NSX, baby!
You know, I tried looking into that. They're way too expensive.
What are they now?
Like from the 90s?
Yeah.
You're looking at like at least 80K.
80?
Collector's item now.
I don't know, man. This one's got an Acura NSX 1991, 60 grand.
that's not cheap.
1995 Acura NSX T, 52.
Is it automatic?
I can't see it from here. I'd have to click into it.
Oh, okay.
More info.
More info. Well, it doesn't matter, man. It really doesn't.
Force speed
matter.
automatic.
Yeah, exactly. No one wants that.
Just drop a new tranny in there, baby.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah! It's a project car.
I want to start with something that's pretty good. I don't want to have to like go around.
How you gonna learn? I
don't need to drop a new transmission into anything.
Yo, you gotta replace. You gotta get forged pistons, baby.
Okay. Got it.
That's what all the racing shows tell me.
Forged pistons.
Yeah, you custom forged pistons. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds fast.
Okay. It's the process by which they make the pistons.
Okay, but then you gotta know how to put the pistons in the engine.
I mean, sure.
That's your project.
Okay. Yeah. Consoles are coming. We're gonna buy them. Some of them. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of things I want to buy this holiday. I gotta make some important financial decisions.
No, just buy the games.
Oh, just the games.
Just buy the games.
And nothing to play them on.
No, I think it's implied.
Oh.
Buy the consoles. The doy.
Well, it's coming from you, so I thought you meant like just buy the boxes of games and put them on your shelf.
Hey, I'm gonna complete those soon. Okay, I have the boxes. I just gotta find the games, and then I have a complete in box.
Okay. Do we have any other picks this week?
I don't.
No?
No.
Neither do I.
I don't
Okay.
like
Let's go into our weeks. I will go first, and I will tell you that I did nothing new.
Really?
That was my whole week.
That's it? That's all? You're just gonna end it?
Yeah. Like, there's nothing I did that is worth mentioning here. Absolutely nothing.
I did a lot of stuff.
Really?
I got into the world
Oh, God.
of VTubers.
No.
It's a dark and dangerous road, Vince, but it's a cute road.
You're such a weeb.
I'm not gonna mention VTubers by name because I don't want to be disgraced live on air,
Dude.
but I gotta say,
Oh.
I gotta tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Very entertaining, but while I watch it,
Oh, no.
I feel bad.
Oh, no.
Like I have this feeling, like of disgust, not disgust, but of like what have I come to?
Yes, what have you come to?
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's just like I know I shouldn't be doing it,
You shouldn't.
but it's just so good.
Oh my god.
Like just like my body's telling me no, but my mind's telling me yes.
Do you mean your mind's telling you no? But your...
No, because if I said it the other way, it would imply that I'm jerking off to these VTubers.
Oh,
and I'm not.
I thought that's what we all were taking from this.
No. I am not. I'm not. I'm not playing the skin flute.
Really?
To these VTubers.
You sure?
Yeah.
Now
I'm
when
sure.
she went meatball.
Rule 34. But yeah, I've been tainted by
You disgust
some
me.
people, and
You're gross.
they're too cute. There's too much.
You're
stuff.
gross.
Awesome meatball. Have confidence.
Nope.
No confidence.
Nope.
It's dark. If you're an anime fan, just taste it a little bit. Just
Wow.
dip your toe.
Did you really have to phrase it like that?
It's what's gonna get the most ears perking, some percolating. But
why can't you just watch hentai like a regular anime
I do
fan?
that too. You don't think I'm on that too? Come on.
Okay.
This isn't like an aside. This is the side course. This is the antipasto.
Oh my god.
Before the main course.
Gosh.
But yeah, it's a weird world,
Okay.
and there's actually been like a lot of like talk around it too, where like big streamer Pokimane, she has her own VTuber avatar now, and she says she's gonna use it for days she doesn't really feel like appearing like on camera.
But is she gonna still talk like Pokemon?
Yeah, she's not putting on like a thing. She's just Pokimane,
That's no fun.
and like the VTuber community up in arms.
Wow.
You're just on it because it's the craze. It's the new cool thing. You're blah blah blah. You're killing us smaller VTubers.
Who cares?
I know. Who gives a shit?
Man.
Yeah, and then the other thing too is like the other interesting argument is like VTuber is the end for women online.
Oh my god.
Because it's like it's not that like VTubers will replace them, but it's like first you had makeup. Like you just put on a shit ton of makeup and it's not really who you are. And then if someone gets a picture of you normal, it's like, oh my god. and then it's makeup surgery,
Yeah.
and then it's makeup surgery, lighting, Photoshop,
Yeah.
and now it's just fuck it, anime.
That's true.
And no one's gonna have like realistic expectations of like what a woman on the internet should be.
I don't think anyone's gonna have any realistic expectations of what a woman is, because we can't even meet people now. Like, what is the world we're in?
True.
Like, our social dynamics are so fucked up. I saw a meme the other day where it was like this lady helping out an old, like her grandmother walk.
Yeah.
And the quote was, like the grandmother was saying, "In my time, I used to go to concerts and listen to music." And the little girl's like, okay, sure, grandma.
What was the other one? It was the old lady in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, what a heckin' cute pupper. Such a good boy, right? We could be friends. What? It's okay. Nobody knows what she's talking about. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I've been hearing rumors that like we're going to go back to stage 2. Like once all the COVID hits from elementary schools and shit.
I hope so. No, I don't.
No, you don't. I just want to do stuff.
Listen, I'm telling you, Halloween, okay? Clocks go forward, go back, full moon.
COVID's dead.
COVID's over.
All right. That's it. They're not killing humanity. They're killing COVID.
Okay, humanity's over.
But also COVID's gone.
Yes.
That's going to be the secret. Anything the light touches disintegrates.
God.
But all the dorks in their basement, there's no light down there.
But it's Halloween. Will we be in the basement?
We gonna do hand out candy? No.
Not gonna go to a Halloween event
You can't. That's the whole thing. That's the whole point.
on the street.
Block party. No, yes, I don't know. I've gone into the dark world of VTubers, and like, yeah, it's like, on one hand, there's some quality content. On the other hand, it's just like it feels one step too far, and I just feel like I feel shame. That's what I feel.
That's okay.
I feel shame.
You should.
The other thing I did is I restarted Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age.
Why?
Because a couple months ago, or last month or whatever, they released a patch for the PlayStation 4 version that came with the updates on the Switch version and the PC version.
Oh, the quality of life updates.
Yeah, so all those quality of life updates there, so I
okay,
can make
yeah.
like
Yeah.
different sets of gambits and stuff like that.
Yes.
So I was like, now's the time, baby. And I gotta tell you, playing that game on 4 times speed, whoa, it saves so much time.
I bet.
My least favorite part of that game is when you first get to the fucking sand sea and you have to go through all the desert with the oil rigs and stuff, because it's such a big area. 4 times speed, bitch. Who cares?
That's great for grinding.
Right? You set up your gambits properly, just mow through people. It's fantastic. The only thing I'm having problems is the job system. Job system, very awesome. But I'm still playing this game like it's OG Final Fantasy 12, where everybody can be everything.
Yeah.
And they can't. Right? So right now I'm coming into a conflict where
You not have a healer?
I have a healer. So Pinello is my white mage / machinist.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So that's the classic combo. But I don't have really anybody to deal with flying enemies, because Ash is my black mage, but I haven't leveled her up, and I haven't had a reason. Fran is my archer, because I've never leveled her up and I haven't had a reason. So I've had Vaughn, Pinello, and Bosch basically as my main dudes.
Where's Balthier?
Balthier's in there somewhere. I don't know.
What the fuck? How you gonna do my boy like that?
So what's my setup for Vaughn? I got Knight Bushi.
I guess you have to have Vaughn, eh?
He's pretty good.
Like, as your main DPS, he's too good.
I'm using him as a meme, really. Like, if I wanted my like pure like I love these characters the most team, it would be Balthier, Fran, Pinello.
Yeah.
But everyone hates Vaughn, and I just gotta use him because it's funny to just watch him be the main character and just mow through fools. But so I got Knight Bushi. I think Pinello is white mage machinist. I got Fran as archer red mage. Balthier is ninja.
With the gun.
Ninja time mage.
Okay.
Bosch is Olger. It's like spear and debuff enemies, and something else. Monk. So he could have like unarmed attacks and stuff like that. But the thing is with flying enemies is like you either need spears or ranged weapons, and like pretty much nobody that's leveled up right now uses those. So I was kind of stuck in a loop of just 4 times speed grinding up my lower level characters, and luckily they have the fucking one accessory that doubles your XP points, so that's good. But this game is a lot more interesting with the job system. I never got deep enough into it last time to matter, but now that I'm like running into different enemies that are just like, hey, maybe don't just fucking use a samurai sword for everything. It's pretty fun. Um, I'm doing hunts and all this stuff. It's the best way to play that game. It's very good.
I should open my copy.
You should. It's the best Final Fantasy. And then other than that, I've been reading a new manga called Record of Ragnarok. And in a world, no. Wow. So I think it's set in the year 2000, like the new millennia is coming, and all the gods of every religion are having a meeting. And they come together and they're like, listen, it's about that time. Do we kill humanity?
Hell yeah.
Right? And pretty much it is almost unanimous. The gods are like, yeah, look at these fucking bums. We're giving them all this shit. We're giving them all this cool stuff, and they're throwing it away. They fucking polluted the earth. They're like endangering species. They're killing themselves. They don't really give a shit. Let's just start again. We'll make some other animal evolve, right? Let's just try that. And so they're all like, hell yeah, let's do it, baby. And Zeus is he's the honcho. He's about to bang that gavel. And then Brunhilda from the Valkyries comes out, and she's like, stop. I object. As a Valkyrie, I'm sworn to protect the people, the humans. And I invoke Ragnarok. And they're like, bro, come on. Is it really worth it? And literally Brunhilde is just like, oh, I didn't realize that you guys were chickens.
Oh no.
Right? And then the gods, because they're gods, are like, bitch, you think humans could beat us? Fuck you, Ragnarok time. Right? And it becomes a tournament. A best of tournament.
But of course it does.
The whole show is a tournament arc. And it is humanity's greatest from across time versus the gods' greatest. But there's a little bit of a twist because humans cannot harm gods.
Obviously.
Right? So every human gets a divine weapon, pretty much. Something that allows them to compete. And bruh, this manga is fucking wild. First match, baby. Lu Bu versus Thor.
Oh, wow.
And they summon like people from the 3 kingdoms cheering on Lu Bu. He's like China's strongest warrior. He's crushing shit. He gets like a legendary spear. It's fucking rad. Yo, you want to know the fight after that? Zeus versus Adam.
Oh,
like from Adam and Eve.
Whoa.
Like Adam. And you know what they did? They have a fucking fist fight.
I didn't realize Adam was supposed to be strong.
Yeah, you know why? Because he was created in the exact image of the gods.
Oh, of course.
So
he's perfect. He's perfect.
as record human number 0000001.
Yeah.
He is the closest to being a god because he was created in their exact image.
Okay.
Right? And he's just a fucking baller. Like,
wow.
Yeah, Jack the Ripper versus Hercules. Like, there's just a lot of cool history pairings here. And they just pull out people from time and space to face gods. And the way everything is set up is so sick. And it turns out the divine weapons that they have to use, they're actually the other Valkyries.
Oh.
Yeah. So what happens is that if you lose a match in Ragnarok, you get erased from the annals of time.
Whoa.
No resurrection, no reincarnation. Doesn't matter what religion you believe in, and like, because all the religions are there. You want Buddhism, Taoism, fucking Greek gods, Jesus, Catholicism. Like, it's all there, baby. And if you lose in Ragnarok, you lose your soul. Like, your soul gets destroyed. So even if humanity gets reborn after this thing, say the humans win, I don't know who wins. All the people who lost, they don't get reincarnated in the next iteration of this Sims game.
What about the gods?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
If a god loses, fucking gone.
Wow.
So it's really fun. It's really cool. It doesn't have an anime, and I think I've read about 30 chapters now. But man, it is fucking hype as shit. It is so good. Highly recommended.
Sounds like Fate.
Yeah, but like it's good.
I think Fate fans would have a word with you.
Can Fate fight Buddha?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't gotten to that part of Fate.
So far, actually, surprisingly, no Joan of Arc.
Wow.
There's been not a single Joan of Arc reference. Like,
What about King Arthur?
nope.
Wow.
No. Shakespeare shows up.
I was say Lu Bu shows up in God of High School.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this has been like, maybe I should renew my Crunchyroll subscription. Maybe I should, dip into the God of High School.
Ooh.
Maybe I should get this real good shit. But instead of that, I think the thing that's been taking up most of my time other than school is Street Fighter V.
Oh, I've noticed.
Street Fighter V is free
You
this month
disgust
on
me.
PlayStation Plus.
But not the championship edition.
Not the Championship Edition, which I bought.
Oh my god.
So,
Yes.
there's a trend in my bad decision making of
Clearly.
recent memory, which is one person, and is a ex co-host of this podcast, Blavin.
Jesus Christ.
And he's all like, "Listen, dog, we got rid of League. We decided Rainbow Six isn't for us, but we need something to play." And I'm like, "Yeah, we kind of do." And he's like, "What about this game called Street Fighter V?" And I'm like, I heard of that game. I heard it's free. And it's crazy because
Yes.
I got a taste. Like, I was coming back and I was beating people with like just fighting game fundamentals because like this whole game works completely different than fucking Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
But just having those fighting game fundamentals and just dominating these people online at low ranks, I'm just like, ooh, the bug.
Oh,
I
no.
feel the itch, baby. It's like I haven't had like a cigarette in a while.
Yeah.
And I had that puff and I'm like, ooh. Legacy controller support for my PS3 stick. Hell
I was about to
yeah.
ask, are you using a stick?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's really, I think if it didn't have that stick support, I wouldn't be playing it. But I can use my legacy sticks on it. So I got hooked. I got hooked in. I didn't like any of the characters really in the base game. So I bought the championship edition. It comes with every single DLC fighter at release so far. It comes with every single costume released so far, except for the Capcom tournament stuff. And it comes with every single stage released so far, except for the Capcom tournament stuff. So it's fucking value. Like, if you're gonna get into this game free on PlayStation Plus and then it's like $30.
I think you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, but like you can still match up with people with Championship Edition, right?
Well, yeah, because it's a fighting game, right? So
Yeah.
you have to be able to match up with people who have those characters.
Yeah.
So, like, if you want to practice those characters or know what
Yeah.
they do, like, you kind of need it.
Yeah.
And originally I started playing Sakura, and I think she's just like too high of a level for me to really get into it. So I ended up picking Seth. And Seth in this iteration of the game is still your fucking combo crazy shenanigans boy, but he's taken the ultimate form of the female body.
Wow.
But
Wow.
he still has original Seth voice,
Okay.
right? So it's a little off-putting. But his whole thing is just my playstyle that I love, which is just rush down, get in that ass, baby. And in this game, you have the V skill and the V trigger.
Yeah.
So his V skill, or V skill 1, is that he like tandem engines you, sucks you in, and then he can steal one move from his opponent. So
Can you choose?
Nope.
Oh.
It's just per character you steal a certain move.
Oh, it's always the same movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So when I steal it from Ryu,
You
I
get the
get
fireball?
Hadouken.
Oh, okay.
If I steal it from Ken, I get Shoryuken. If I steal it from Zangief, I get spinning pile driver.
Wow.
But in order to do these moves, all you have to do is, so to do the tandem engine, your V skill, you do medium punch and medium kick at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's your move.
Can you block it?
The pull in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can block it. But if you're not blocking as it pulls you in, then you're fucked.
Okay.
Right? But you can like decide whether you just want the pull in or if you want the pull in plus the steal your stuff.
Okay.
So certain moves like Zangief's SPD, which is normally a 360 and a button,
Yeah.
is now just 2 buttons.
Yeah.
So like certain characters are super advantageous to have the steal, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want the fireball because like who cares, but you do want the spinning pile driver.
Yeah.
And then his V skill 2 is that he can like dash up and then do a modified version of one of his special moves that's like a dashing forward momentum version of it.
Yeah.
And then there's your V trigger. And V trigger 2 is kind of lame. You just like summon this metallic ball and then you just shoot the ball everywhere and it hits your opponent or whatever. But V skill 1 or V trigger 1 is like a combo extender. So after any sort of special move, like if I do a Shoryuken or if I do like his Ora Ora punch, if I press hard kick and heavy hard punch at the same time, I'll do a combo extender. So like if I do Shoryuken and then I press a combo extender, I teleport above him and do like a drill kick down into the ground. Or if I do my in-air axe kick, I do Makoto's up. I teleport down. I do Makoto's up punch from third strike.
Oh, that's cool.
Right, and so he has a lot of little like things like that, and it's just all about doing big damage. And this game, when I first played it, was such like it kind of played like a versus game almost
Because it's so fast.
because it not just so fast, but it was so offense focused.
Oh yeah, this
Right?
game has no defense.
This game had no fucking defense. But I think since then, apparently they've changed up how the game works and like the stuff they want to reward people for, and it is super neutral based.
Okay.
So
it's not so like technical and defensive like 4.
yeah, so it's not so super technical and defensive like 4 where you have focus attacks and all the different types of like guards and get ups and whatever. But it's not all the way versus game anymore where it's just like, are you pressing attack? If no, you lose.
Yes.
Right? It's a middle ground where it's really about spacing. It's about quote unquote footsies, where you're checking character distance with normal moves and stuff like that, and about punishing whiffs. And that's the part that's really hard for me to get into because I'm so used to the defensive game of Street Fighter 4 and even certain button commands. Like when I was playing Sakura, I had the muscle memory of fucking SF4 Sakura stuck in my brain so hard that I was just doing combos that don't work in 5.
Yeah.
Like just by muscle memory. I'm like, fuck. That's why I didn't play her anymore.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I can't get over this thing. And there's a lot of cool stuff in this game. Not even just like aesthetics, but just gameplay wise. Everyone plays like so differently. There are certain characters where it's like, if you're good at Ryu, just play Akuma. Like he's just a better Ryu. Like, and that kind of stuff. But like every character has their own little gimmick. There's one girl, Colleen, she's from Russia, and she uses ice attacks. But her whole thing is that if she like freezes you or puts frost on you, it locks your stun bar.
Oh.
Right, and then if you get stunned while the frost is on you, you get frozen. So it's an extra long stun.
Wow.
Right, and you get like super advantage for huge damage combos. Or who else is in there? Yeah. Fucking Blaven's playing Armika because he's a bitch. But her whole thing is like her 50-50 game is brutal. Yeah. Like if you don't stop certain moves, like you just gotta guess, and if you guess wrong, you're just gonna take that damage.
Yeah.
Everybody feels like very unique in their own way, and there's very few characters that are just like, oh, these feel like cookie cutter staples. But it's fun. It's like I can use my fundamentals from Street Fighter 4, but any sort of like intermediate or advanced techniques I learned, I have to throw out the window. And like relearning this new game of just like footsies and neutral is super rewarding. Especially when it's like, oh, the guy who beat me, like, oh, so when you play online now, you can do best of 3s.
Oh.
Yeah. So if I face someone in ranked and I win, if they want, they can just leave, right? They don't have to rematch. But if they think they can run it back, right, and like gain their points back, you can just press play again. And that's like the good manners thing to do. But it's so satisfying. Like when I go into a match against a character, I don't know what they do because they're new.
Yeah.
Right. And I just get rolled, and I'm like, okay, I think I understand. And they're cocky because they're like, oh, I kicked his ass. Of course I'll play again. And then I run it back 2 games and I just steal double their points. Like, fuck you. I beat one guy just by doing crouch medium punch a whole round. Because he kept like pressing buttons on wake up. Yeah. And I would do what's called a meaty, which is that the hitbox is already inside the character, the opponent, when they stand up. Right? So you have a certain set of invincibility as you're standing up. But once you get to a certain point, you got to block again. Yeah. But because it's already in there, the only option you have is block. Yeah. Right? Or else you're going to get countered. And I just medium punched him to death. Because he just kept pressing buttons.
Oh, that's
And
annoying.
oh, it's so
I
funny.
remember the first time someone beat me Chun-Li with medium punch.
Oh
In
yeah,
Street Fighter 2.
oh yeah, it's so just boom. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of fun stuff in this, and I think because the game was kind of on the back end, there's a lot of really interesting costumes now too. Um, Sakura has a roll costume.
Yeah.
Uh, Ryu has a Arthur costume from Ghouls and Ghosts,
Yeah.
and if you start the round, you're in full armor, but if you lose a round, you're in your underwear.
Yeah.
Armika has Zenogre armor.
Yeah.
Who else has stuff?
I gotta see this.
There's a lot of cool like Capcom fan servicey stuff in there.
Yeah.
I think one of the girl characters has a lady costume from Devil May Cry and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's cool. It's cool. And like recently they just did a fighting EX layer. Remember Street Fighter EX?
Yeah.
You can get the gray-haired guy from that game as a Ryu costume
Oh.
because they have their own like in-game currency called fight money.
Yeah.
And if you have certain amount of fight money, you can like get free costumes, or you can a new character came out. Instead of paying money for it, if you have 100,000 fight money, you can just buy the character with fight money, right? If you grind the game a lot.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty cool. It's nice to see that this game evolved into a state now where it's not absolute garbage, but it's definitely like returning to an old flame. I'm just like, oh, fighting games. Oh, I remember you.
That's cool.
You were really rewarding when I can't beat that thing, and I lab that thing in training mode, and then the next time I meet that thing, I just shit on it. Right? Yeah, it's good. It's really really fun.
Whoa, so Ibuki has the Kirin armor?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
she lightning speed, baby.
Ah, now that's a character.
Yeah, that's a character. Oh, Ibuki's so good. And according to Blaven, other than Sakura, every single character I've been thinking about playing, top tier. And he's like, dude, you can't avoid it. Apparently Seth, S tier. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll play Urien. And he's like, Urien is like double S tier. Like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just play Poison. Poison is also S tier. Fucking stop. Like, so that's the other thing too, is like the character that I like playing happen to be good. And usually in fighting games, like the character I enjoy playing the most is usually like mid tier. And so now I'm playing this stuff and I'm like, oh, it's so nice to have these advantages. Just like these 50% life combos and stuff like that. It's fun. It's definitely super fun.
Cool.
But yeah, fighting games, man, it's cool. I'm looking into frame data.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I'm like, their training mode is wild now. You can set like multiple recordings of like what you want to do, but they have like certain recordings where it's like on GetUp, right? And then it'll do a slow motion, like record it in slow mo so that you can like get reversal timing on a punch for the dummy, so that when you knock someone down, you try and figure out meaty combos, right? And stuff like that. It's really cool. It's now a good game.
It only took them like 4 years.
Yeah. I've been watching certain videos. There's YouTuber Brian F. He plays Balrog, and occasionally Seth, so that's why I'm watching him. But he like, I look at how he plays, and I'm like, I should have gotten to this game 4 years ago. I should have just stuck with it. What can you do? So yeah, that's about it. That's really the new stuff. Like, school has been taking up so much of my time. Getting into like really the thick of it now. We had one where we have a group like assignment, and we're supposed to have 4 people in our group, and then we were the last ones assigned, so we only had 3 people in our group. And then one of the 3 people in our group is now moving schools, so we have 2 people in our group. And it's like, dude, what's gonna happen when our group project comes around? Like, what? Yeah, everybody's got 4 people, we got 2. What's going on? So it's kind of a shit show. Online learning is interesting, to say the least. A lot of people not really knowing webcam etiquette, just like being in their bed shirtless, just straight man titties out on webcam.
It's like chat roulette.
Kinda. Chatterbait, maybe.
It's an OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's welcome to my OnlyFans where you learn. It's really wild. A lot of the teachers have opted out into just doing asynchronous stuff. So even if they originally planned it doing like, we're gonna have live lectures, they're just like, fuck it, it's not worth it. It's like 200 people in a Microsoft Teams call. So who cares? I'm just gonna post videos online. So it's interesting, but it allows me to work through it at my own pace. And because I'm not a morning person, I can like wake up whenever, and then like when I'm most productive at night, I
Yeah.
can just like pump out a bunch of essays.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah, it's school. I'll be done soon.
Rooting for you.
So yeah, that's my week, dog.
Cool. Disappoints me, but okay.
Why? Because I did stuff.
No. It's just traded one drug for the other.
You really think I wasn't gonna like go back to something else long lasting and bad for my health?
I don't know. I thought you were gonna surprise me and be like, guess what I did this week?
Start working out.
No, I wasn't gonna say that, but like, I don't know, maybe got into like curling or something.
Curling.
You know, like with
It's not even winter out yet. We're not gonna get ice
okay,
for
maybe you
it.
bought some rollerblades.
I have rollerblades.
Okay, maybe you I don't know. Got into triple jump.
Triple jump. Dang. Pole vault.
Yeah, could be. I don't know.
I've been doing carrying.
Carrying.
So like I was reading online that a lot of really like skinny guys like me, like guys who don't really have a lot of muscle, it's hard for them to do certain weight workouts because just the weight of the weights will negative. So if I tried to do like a barbell squat and I put the weight on my shoulder, like I have had things in the past where like just the weight being on my shoulder, like I get deep bruises because like my body can't handle the weight.
Yes.
And what I was reading was you should get weights that are too heavy to curl and just carry them. Like literally just hold them in your hand, like tense up your shoulders so they're good and your everything's straight, and just walk around carrying them. Because the stress of carrying this heavy weight will build up certain muscles without destroying your body the next day.
Yeah.
And then after a certain amount of time, you can just go to regular workouts.
Oh, I see.
So
Sounds like fun.
It's like it's like the kindergarten of working out.
Okay.
Right?
I was like, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's all right.
Like
cool.
I had these weights from when we were putting in floors and they have handles on them and stuff. So I'm just like, I'll just use these. So occasionally like I'll take a break and I'll just walk around my basement just carrying these weights or doing whatever. But hopefully I'll get to a point where I can just like get a gym membership or some shit. I don't know.
Just do planks all day.
But that's just core.
And shoulders. A little bit of a we'll get there.
Yeah. I just gotta I think I gotta set like something on my phone or that's just like, hey, stand up, you fucking bitch. Like
yeah.
Because there's certain days where I'm just like at the computer like writing out essays or doing lecture notes and stuff.
And you will get up.
And then it's just like, oh, 5 hours passed. And I'm like,
a lot
fuck.
of people have that problem. I unfortunately don't.
Unfortunately.
I wish I could just like stay. Sometimes like when I see people just hammer out like
a whole bunch of work.
Yeah, I'm like, I wish I could do that. But I can't.
Well, that's the thing I've realized like a couple years ago when I did regularly work out and stuff. I did feel my body like physically like get up you fuck, right? But the more lazy I became and the less I worked out and like as my body atrophied, it just didn't happen anymore. My body is like this is the state. 90-degree sit down is the way to be.
Okay.
So
fair enough. Fair enough.
Just you know what you do? Stop running. Stop going for exercises.
I mean, like I ran just before we did this.
Yeah, stop doing that.
I
just eat extra brownies. Eat some junk. Eat some Cheetos.
You know, I haven't had chips in so long.
Chips are so good.
I know. But I haven't.
I want Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Well, I don't, but that's a good place to end this one.
Okay, bye.